Hey, we gonna party tonight or what?
Yeah, we are gonna party.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
Happy Halloween. I hope you can't hear that in the background. There's stuff going on in the neighborhood. I'm not going to do the whole show with this mask on because I can't. It's just, it's too much. I'll tip it back like this or something. No, I'm going to set it over here. There. Nah, I guess I just got to lay down like that because it's not going to sit up by itself. Oh, I had that mask on for like 10 minutes and my face was already perspiring. I don't know how masked people do it. Let me say what's up to the chat. I hope everybody's having a happy Halloween. Okay, Tony Man has written in here. Be a witness as I exercise my exorcism, the evil that lurks within, the sin, the terrorism possessed by evil spirits, voice from the dead, come forth from grave diggers in a head full of dread. I've been examined ever since I was semen. They took a sonogram and seen the image of a demon. Diary of a Madman from Gravediggers. Okay, that one I did not know. So I have no idea whether I got even the cadence of that correct. So who else is here? Fominky Latte, how are you? I hope you're having a good Halloween so far. Hope y'all are relaxing because today we're just I was thinking I actually changed a little bit what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking about I wonder if I might have to wait till after the half an hour point because I don't want to get dinged with copyright. But I was thinking about watching an episode or something with y'all, but we'll see. Um, Tommy says, "LOL, the fall of Jericho." And Sidewinder says, "Howdy, peeps." Howdy to you too. Again, thank you so much for coming to my video premiere as well. I really appreciate that from Sidewinder and Tony Man. We're both there. Thank you for mentioning great cadence. Before I get started, because this show is basically going to be a conversation about horror television. Are For the people that are here right now, do you have any favorite horror TV shows that you're watching right now, like current day horror TV shows? Let's see. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Astrid. See, she came through. Fall of the House of Usher, which, by the way, that's what my costume is inspired by. Fall of the House. I couldn't get as good a skull mask as what Homegirl had, but this is what I have. So I put that on. I found this cloak on Amazon for probably like $8. And I'm just wearing a lace tank top because I didn't have the black exact lingerie that she had. But that show is so good. I love so much about the House of Usher. Um, Number one, starting with the episode titles, they're each named after different elements of Edgar Allan Poe's collected works. Like there's an episode called The Telltale Heart. There's one called The Raven. There's one called The Pit and the Pendulum. And even though it's kind of hard to describe, because it's similar to the storyline in the Fall of the House of Usher, in that it is about two siblings that are extremely wealthy, and it does have to do with an illness. I can't remember verbatim because it's been a really really long time since I read the original Fall of the House of Usher, and I haven't seen any movies made from that, even though I know there are several. um I remember there being something about a sickness. One of the siblings had a sickness, and they were trying to determine whether it was madness, whether they were really sick, or something like that. And there's a little bit of that in this, where there is sickness, but there's also interwoven into it like more modern day things, like pharmaceutical companies and family dynamics, because the patriarch of the family has all these children by all these different women, and that definitely makes the dynamic very very different. Tony Man says, right now is Jericho. I have finished it over the weekend. Oh, so the show is, wait, uh, and Asher says, close enough to the mask. Yes. Usher, not Jericho. I'm an idiot. Oh, so yeah, yes. Fall the House of Usher. Yes. You said that you just finished it? Oh, you have to finish it over the weekend. I see it says you have to finish it. I just finished it last night. I could have really binged it because it's very, very bingeable, but I tried to stretch it out so I can like enjoy it for longer. Sidewinder says, I've been watching the new season of American Horror Story sporadically. I didn't watch the new season of American Horror Story, but I did see a couple episodes of American Horror Stories. I saw the first episode called Bestie, and I saw the episode called Tapeworm. So far, they're just okay. I don't think they're bad, but they're not awesome either. They're just okay. I also saw one episode of season 4 of Creepshow, which was about, I think the creature was meant to be a werewolf. Um, but then it got into like some kind of mumblecore stuff, and I was like, well, this is like, I liked it when you were ripping people's limbs off, but now we're sitting on a couch talking about our feelings. Not my thing. House of Usher is a horror version of Succession. Yes, it is. That is a great comparison. I agree with that. I highly highly agree with that. Even though there's not too many people yelling "fuck off" at each other. I think there's only it only happened a couple times. But yes, I and that one daughter. Oh, I can't recall her name. The one that had Goldbug as um her passion project. She did remind me of Siobhan from Succession. She was very, very much like Siobhan. But none of the sons were like the sons from Succession. I'm trying to think of There was much. Well, maybe there was a little similarity between Perry and Ronan. Ashley says, "I loved American Gothic." Are you talking about the one from? Was it from the '90s? I feel like that was a TV show from the '90s, but I'm not 100% sure. I've heard mixed reviews of American Horror Stories. Yeah, it's kind of I feel like it's fallen off a lot. And that's probably why I wasn't in a rush to return to it, because I stopped halfway through the vampire season, the one where they were in the little town and the father was taking pills to try to get to become more artistic. And I never finished that season. And I feel like it really went down. And this is only my opinion. I'm not, so don't take it personally. If you love these seasons, continue to love these seasons. This is only my opinion. But Apocalypse, that one was terrible. I think probably the last good season I saw of American Horror Story was Roanoke. But my favorite is Coven. I love Coven, and I love Freak Show. A lot of people don't like Freak Show, but I really liked Freak Show a lot. Tony says, I don't know how many episodes there are. Can I binge it in one day? And at the point when the black daughter guts herself. Well, that's a spoiler, but that's episode 6, I think. Yeah, I think. No, that's episode 5. That's episode 5. So you have 3 more. There's 8 episodes in the Fall of the House of Usher. Raven is in the house. How are you? They say, hey, everyone. Astrid says the TV show from the 90s. Okay, so I am right. I am remembering the right one. Tony says, hey, Raven. Fomiki Latte says, they're still intermittently lightning firecrackers in my neighborhood. Yeah, being that I live in Florida, same thing. And what's funny is it's too early. They won't start lighting the firecrackers until around 11:30 or midnight, regardless of the fact that it's a Tuesday. Yeah, Raven says they loved Apocalypse. Do you guys want to see if we can watch an episode or something? Because I kind of want to, but oh, there's a trailer I want to show you too. I saw the first episode of this show. It's on Netflix. I should show you a couple. We'll see if I can pull up a few if I could pull a few trailers without getting dinged. I was gonna say, do you live in Florida, Fo? Or someone stuff. Let me open up a tab so I can pull these trailers, because I feel like these shows are not talked about enough. Well, while I'm doing that, I will talk to you about a couple other shows. Like, I know you guys have seen me talk about From before. I still think it's underrated and more people need to watch it. Another show that I was watching, and I actually listened to the it was well, they call it a podcast, but it was really a radio play. I listened to it on Spotify. It was called The Horror of Dolores Roach. That's what it was. And then they made a TV series out of it on Amazon Prime. I think they did a really great job with it. Did anybody see the Horror of Dolores Roach? There we go. Sorry, my computer's a little bit slow and I can't see anything. Come on. There we go. Now I can see again. All right, going back to the comments. Asher says, if possible. Tony Man says, speed the trailer up. From is so underrated, great show. Yes, very, very much so. Tony Man says, Dolores Roach was awesome. Raven says, From is good. Dolores Roach is hilarious. Yes, it was. There was some really funny parts. And some shocking parts, too. I was surprised. The Horror of Dolores Roach was a good one. What's the name of the show with the dude from Atlanta? Oh, you're talking about The Changeling. Yeah, that one was really good. I haven't finished it yet, so I can't say it's completely good, but from what I've seen so far, it's pretty good. It's very how do I say this? It has like this really dark feel about it. It it's kind of I was gonna the word that comes to my mind is uncanny valley, but when I read the synopsis of it, it is supposed to take place in an alternate New York. So it's meant to feel just a little bit off. But I definitely have to feel I have to finish that. Is there a good list of horror TV shows that anyone can recommend? I should write an article on my because I still have whatdidijustwatch.com. That's a good idea, Astrid. I'm going to make a note and make an article with a list of good TV shows, but we will check out some trailers tonight. I'm gonna pull up the trailers for in case people didn't see what did I just say? The Changeling, which is not to be confused with the one with George C. Scott from 1980 or 1981. This is a totally different Changeling. It is from a book. Okay. Oh, and let me write down who was it that suggested the list? Astrid, so I can make sure I could credit you. DEOCCO. Cool. Oh, I might make it into a video. I'm gonna write the article first and then maybe I'll transfer it into a video. That would be a cool idea. Thank you, Astrid. Her boyfriend was crazy as cat shit. What is was it more like Twin Peaks? Are you asking about the Changeling or which thing are you asking about that's like Twin Peaks? Mika says still watching the Changeling, currently enjoying it. Actually, no. When I say they've been lighting fireworks, I mean they've been doing since before July. Oh, If you're into 80 shows, Friday the 13th, yes, Friday the 13th, the series is pretty good. I enjoy it more as an adult than I did as a kid. And this is not an a horror type show, but recently I have been watching Alien Nation. It's really good. Stay away from The Walking Dead and any of the Bastard offshoots. Wow. I've only been watching British crime dramas. I hear there's good. My sister was telling me that my aunt told her to check out the British crime dramas. Yes, The Changeling as a Twin Peaks theme. Oh, you think so? I didn't get that. I didn't get that. Um, Chapel Wait. I have heard of Chapel Wait. Let me write that one down so I can revisit that. Because I did not get to see Chapel Wait. I'll check to see what streaming service it's on. As I stayed away from yeah. The Walking Dead, the best thing about The Walking Dead is the creature effects. The zombies look awesome, but the show itself, it's just it doesn't hold my attention. I get really bored with it. And I pretty much love zombie movies, but only a certain type of zombie movies. I kind of got tired of them in the like from 2010 to like 2017. I was done. I was tired of zombie movies, and then I came right back, and I'm into them again. I think maybe during that time period, it got really overly. I don't want to see mass produced, but there was way too many Sci-Fi Channel original zombie movies, and it kind of like made it not cool for me anymore. Have you checked out Carpenter's Suburban Dreams? Screams. I checked out the first episode about the girl who went missing, and they were using a Ouija board, and well, they had made one out of cardboard, and they ended up the young man ended up solving the mystery of the girl's disappearance. That's the only episode I saw. For those who don't know, John Carpenter's Suburban Screams is it's like true life stories, but they've been reenacted for TV shows. So you can kind of so it's like 50% documentary and 50% theatrical. That's the way I guess I would describe it. It's pretty cool. Has anyone watched any of the seasons of Slasher? No, but I'm going to because I just saw that it's on Shutter. That all the seasons are available on Shutter, so I'm gonna start checking it out. I heard it's pretty good. There's that Crystal Lake show coming soon. Yes. I'm not sure how that's gonna work though. I'm really King Gore's in the house. He says, Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you too. Raven says, Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction is a good show. Reaper, Todd, and the Book of Pure Evil. Oh, another show that I have to mention because you guys know I'm a Child's Play fan. No, I'm a Child's Play fan. Chucky. I love Chucky so much. It's like ridiculous, but it's so much fun and it's gory. For TV, they put a lot. Like Chucky literally decapitated this woman and they showed all of it. They also showed in the last episode this woman got, I guess, is bifurcated the right term when someone's like cut in half and their intestines fall out? Because that's what happened. And they showed it on television. Well, I guess on television. I watch it streaming, but I think it's also on like USA. The Walking Dead fell off for me. Mika, after the governor season, I lost interest. I don't know which one it is. Penny Dreadful is still amazing. I have to check that one out. Let me write that down too. Penny Dreadful. There's so much to watch in so little time. I also wanted to watch the new Interview with a Vampire series. She says it started to go after that. I think I made it to 7 and was done. Chucky series is funny. They go there with the violence. Yes, they do. Let's see if we can do this now. If I can. One day I'm going to have to break down and pay for the paid version of StreamYard instead of the free version. There we go. My God. I could swear I just... Okay, I'll do it again. Sorry about that. Take that down, and then I should be able to play this. Y'all let me know if you can't hear it.
But you will.
The reason I said no to you when you first asked me out.
Do you want to go to dinner with me?
And the 6 times after that.
Hey, no.
Is because I'm moving to Brazil.
Will somebody wear me to the fair?
When I got there, there was a lake there, a lagoon.
In her head.
They
The
told me
locals
not to
told
go,
her
but
not to do some shit. She went and did it anyway.
I didn't listen. She told me I had 3 wishes. When it falls off my wrist, those 3 wishes will come true. Do not cut it.
Emma, with me, all 3 of your wishes will come true.
Say nothing. See, that's where you fucked up. Right there. That's where you fucked up.
Would you even know
There's no sun up in the sky.
if you crossed into a fairy tale?
Stormy weather.
A storm is coming.
There are portals in this world that we may never know we've trespassed through.
Life is bad. Gloom and misery everywhere. Stormy weather.
I need to know where my wife is.
Just can't get no closer.
People don't just disappear. Witches.
You don't see, but you will.
My only issue with a lot of the Apple TV programs is the first few episodes are so damn slow. Like, we could pick up the pace a little bit, or maybe I'm been spoiled by Amazon, because Amazon shows they get the ball rolling and they keep it rolling. Okay, Mika says Penny Dreadful is a masterpiece. So that's really making me want to get on top of watching that. Raven also says Penny Dreadful season 1 was the best. Tony's asking, have you been keeping up with Gen V? I'm 1 episode behind because I was recording and editing all weekend, so I didn't get to watch the last episode of Gen V, but I'm loving it. It's giving me everything that I wanted in an X-Men movie without it being an X-Men movie. It's very enjoyable. Ashley says CBS Evil is good, and there are 3 seasons. I saw the first season of Evil, but I don't have CBS anymore. I think it was on I can't remember what service I was using. It might have been when I had Hulu, I was watching it, but then I didn't have Hulu anymore, so I didn't have access to CBS, so I didn't get to see the second or third season. But the first season was really good. It was surprisingly good. Eva Green and Penny Dreadful was amazing. Raven also says Evil is great. Kira and I are enjoying The Shining Veil. Yeah, I keep hearing about that one too. I got to see the pilot episode because it was available for free, but I haven't been able to watch the rest of it because I don't think it's on a streaming service I have. But I'll find it. I'll find a way to watch it. Maybe the cash will show up in your Cash App one day. One could only hope. Are you using the big girl or the little girl as a computer? I'm using the little girl because I don't want to go off on a side note Apple rant, but this thing is telling me my password doesn't work anymore, and it's literally the same thing I've been using. And this happens every like 2 years or so with Apple. It'll start telling me my password doesn't work, and then I have to reset the shit, and it takes like 24 hours to reset the password if you enter it wrong 3 times. So I haven't used Betty in a week or so. So I just been using. I should call her Bertha, Big Bertha. I haven't used Big Bertha in a minute. And right now I'm using the Chromebook I'm on right now. What did you get into tonight? We're just talking about horror television because there's so much. It's like too much to watch. There's too much to watch and not enough time to watch it. Tony says the audio was great. Thank you. Ken Gore says currently at work. It sucks on Halloween, but on the bright side, you have employment, and people like right now, shit's dicey. Things are very dicey, and I just think I'm thankful for every night I have a roof over my head, I have food to eat, and my health is doing all right because there's so many people that are literally suffering. So I always have to be thankful for that. This show is crazy as hell. Yeah, I just got to the part where, because I started watching it late. I didn't find out about it when it first dropped. So I just got to the part when he got to the island with the guy that was trying to buy the book from him, and he got locked into this cell, and that's like where I'm at. So I have to catch up on that. This looks really good. Working I didn't mind working the graveyard shift because I'm not a morning person. I hate having to be anywhere early in the morning. So the years that I worked second and third shift, like that it worked with my natural body chemistry, I guess. Yes, cutting a bracelet is no, no. Don't watch the show. Trauma will befall you. Oh, wow. Uh, I'm just reading them because it's taking too long for when I click on it, like it's a delay. Well, you know what? I'll try. I'll keep trying to do that. Let me do that. If it's slower, it's slower. Russell says Tony loved the midnight shift years ago. And rest of the day equals sleep. Love the Avatar. Still watch episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Got a whole laptop there and uses the Chromebook. Yes. Sometimes the Chromebook comes in handy. Like you'd be surprised. As well, for what I'm trying to do right here, it's easier for me to do it this way on the Chromebook than when I try to do it on the well, these are older. The Chromebook is the newest computer. That's basically what I'm saying. I wanted to show you guys another trailer. Let me pull it up. That I have to finish, and I don't think a lot of people probably aren't talking about this because it's a foreign TV show, but it looks really interesting. I saw the first episode just now. The Outsider. I believe I did watch that, but I don't think I finished it because I can't remember how it ended.
왜? 나 여기서 나가야겠어. 저는 정말 죄를 많이 짓고 살았어요.
Come on, internet.
그리고
김모미 씨, 최악이에요, 최악!
단 하루도 행복한 적이 없었죠.
여러분, 제 얼굴이 그렇게 궁금해요? 왜 사람은 죽었나요? 뭐 일부러 그런 건 절대 아니고.
방송에서 보여줄 거 못 보여줄 거 다 보여주는 주제 꼴에.
네, 누나.
저 다시 시작할 거예요. 완전 새롭게.
김모양을 찾는 데 수사력을 집중하고 있습니다.
아름이? 1047번. 성형.
페이스오프 했다고 보시면 돼요.
닌 도대체 이름이 몇 개인가?
내가 알던 어제까지의 세상이 사라지는 그 느낌 말이다. 난 사람들의 박수와 환호가 좋다.
화려한 플래시 세례와 나만을 위해 준비된 무대. 나한텐 뜻깊은 시간이었어.
나 완전 감동. 너무 오래 기다리셨죠?
난 마스크 거리다.
I might finish that when I get off here tonight because I looked it up. It's only 4 episodes, and I already watched the first one, so I would love to finish that. Tony Man, I'm coming back to your question. I'm gonna go to Astrid first because I want to do this in a certain order. Astrid says Netflix is killing it with its foreign movies and TV shows, especially from Korea. I agree. Russell says, love True Blood series, have every season on DVD. I like True Blood a lot too. I read the book series and I got True Blood right there on the shelf. Oh, you know what? I should make it. I'll bring it over to the camera because That's my True Blood. That it's got dust on it. I got it at the HBO store in New York when there used to be an HBO store. I don't know if there still is one. But there's a couple other foreign shows I want to show you guys. They're not new, but they're now available. I think one of them is I think this one's on Netflix. Hopefully this has subs. And then Tony Man, I'm going to come back to you when we start. Because the second half of this, I'm going to talk about older horror TV shows, but I'm going to talk about the new ones now. Hopefully this one has subs. But this is a show called Mouse. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why it's called Mouse, but
이번 연구에서 얻은 것은 태아 유전자 검사를 통해 사이코패스 유전자를 구별해낼 수 있다는 겁니다.
이 새가 다리를 다쳤나 봐요.
저 착한 거야, 모질한 거야? 순철한무랑 연쇄살인범 잡는 일이 같은 줄 아냐?
범인 말이에요. 신을 증오해서 십자가가 보이는 데다 시체를 옮겨두고 손가락으로 엿먹으라 했다면서요.
지금부터 네가 본 거 그대로 하나도 빠짐없이 얘기해.
I don't know what that was that they blurred out. That was
잡을 수 있어,
slid
알겠어?
across the floor. I don't know whether it was just digit or like a male appendage.
그럼 잡을 거야, 반드시. 내 손.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Don't show the whole show. I want to watch the show. Don't show the whole show. But it might not be showing the whole show because sometimes with K-dramas, they could be like 28 episodes long. So it might seem like it's a lot, but it may be not enough. Let's see. Raven says The Fall of the House of Usher was good. Yes, it was. Raven asked Russell, have you seen Grimm? And Mika says, I have to check out Mask Girl. He hasn't seen it. Just Grimm doesn't get enough love. Truth be told, I told my job I was going to hand out candy until 10 and it worked. I'll be here for the duration. Evil laughter. This looks good. I have to watch Mouse. There's another one you spoke about. I can't remember. It was Flower of Evil. I'll play that one and then we'll go to the retro stuff. But Flower of Evil is another one I need to finish. Look how they look at that. That says the first episode is here with English sub. That is what's up. But I'll just play the trailer. That one has I mean I watched like every episode. There were so many twists and turns, and I'm only in like 4 or 5 episodes in. We'll do this one. This one looks like it has the subs. One thing they do need to stop doing in South Korea, I need them to stop overexposing the film. It makes everyone look like they're pasty white when in reality they're not pasty white. Like you go to Korean people, they're relatively light brown. Like stop that. I know it comes from a specific history, but we're in 2023 now. It's 21st century. No more. Oh, what's the name of the first drama was called Mouse, and the second one with the really super short trailer is called Flower of Evil. It didn't really showcase the program that well. Flower of Evil is also about a psychopath. Um, that's the most. Let's see. This one it says keep hovering to play. I just want to see if this one actually. Yeah, this one looks like it might be more a better trailer than that one. That one was kind of more of a teaser than a trailer. I don't know if there's going to be a Ju-on
어떤
season
진실은
2.
단 한순간에 내 삶을 폐허로 만들어. 그 진실이 밝혀지는 순간이 언젠간 다가올 거라는 걸 알지만 왠지 저기로 한번 들어가면 다신 못 나올 것 같아.
이번 사건에서 도민석이 사용했던 것과 완전히 똑같은 물건을 사용했습니다.
CCTV에 그대로 나와 있듯이 계획하고 준비했어요. 진짜 위험한 놈이에요.
아직도 모르겠어. 너 들키는 거 시간 문제야. 사실 나 누가 이장을 죽였는지 알아. 맞아. 내가 죽였어. 네가 날 도와주면 내가 아는
It's
전부를
not a
말해줄게.
spoiler. You find out that he's the killer in the first episode.
혹시 알아?
Like, I guess the majority of the
연주시
show is
연쇄살인
other people
사건의
trying to figure out that he's
공범
the killer.
실체를 김여진 기자가 터뜨릴지. 난
It looks like
백기
the only
선고
one.
살고
It
싶어.
could be a copycat. I haven't gotten that far into the series.
내
yet.
인생을 잃고 싶지 않아.
선택해. 앞으로의 우리는 지금 네가 결정하는 거야.
Yeah, it's a very, very weird show because, like, he pretends to be normal sometimes. Like, he's a complete psychopath, but he pretends to be friendly and personable and stuff like that. Like, it's a physical act for him, but in reality, he's emotionless and he kills people. Let me see. We have to pass around the hat for Tony Man. Wait, are you on 5G? I am on a 5G, but they dug up this neighborhood like Monday and Tuesday of last week to try to lay like fiber optic cables to try to improve our internet, but it's, it's doing what it's doing, unfortunately. Now there was a question Tony Man asked that I wanted to come back to it because I wanted to also talk about the older shows. He asked what 90s show was better, Tales from the Crypt or Freddy's Nightmares. Oh, that's a difficult one because I really have to be in the mood for both. I feel like they don't have the same feel. They don't have the same feel at all. Freddy's Nightmares is very, very campy. And well, no, Tales from the Crypt can be campy sometimes too. I can't. It's a toss up for me. I enjoy them both. I wouldn't put one over the other. And I know that's probably not the most popular opinion because there are people who absolutely love Tales from the Crypt. But I just thought it was so-so. Like I love Tales from the Dark Side better than Tales from the Crypt. Although I do have a favorite Tales from the Crypt episode. I don't know the name of it, but it's the one where this guy went to a Halloween party and he went home with this lady that had a mask on, only it wasn't a mask, it was really her face. I can't remember what the name of the episode was, but that was my favorite Tales from the Crypt episode. Let me get caught up here. Raven says Tales from the Crypt, hands down. Now, the thing I wanted to see if I could watch, let me see if it's still up on YouTube. Because if it's been up on YouTube for years, maybe, just maybe, we could watch it and not get in trouble. So let's see. No, the whole episode is not there, but a scene from the episode is there. That's kind of cool. So I'll play that scene. It's from my favorite episode of Tales from the Dark Side. Tony says Alfred Hitchcock Presents or Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone. Although Alfred Hitchcock Presents is really, really good. Mika says love Tales from the Crypt. Also Twilight Zone for her. Russell says 67 years old. Tony loved them both. And Astrid says Twilight Zone. There are some episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents that I want to review. Let me see if this... Yeah, it shows, yeah, this is like the end of the episode, but I'm still going to play this part because I really like this episode. It's called Inside the Closet. Let me get a little bit bigger. There we go.
Man lives in the sun.
Tony Man, I think the women's prison one that you're thinking of
To be
is Tales from the Dark Side. No, Tales from the Crypt. I think it's Tales from the Crypt. The one where the woman tried to escape in a coffin. If that's the one you're talking about, I want to say it's a Tales from the Crypt episode.
A place that is just as real, but not
Since
as
you did mention the Twilight Zone, what are your favorite episodes of the Twilight Zone? Everyone in the chat, by the way. I can tell you mine. Mine is oh god, what's it called? It's the one where the woman was in a hospital and she wanted to have surgery. Eye of Beholder. I think it's called Eye of the Beholder. She wanted to have surgery to look like everyone else. And she ended up, I love the ending of that, where you find out that to us, she's the normal looking one. And then there's like, you know. Raven says, OMG, that music, I'm going to pee my pants. Terrence says, hello, Lady Shasha and everyone in the chat. What's up, Terrence? You're up late. Yes, you're up very late. Sidewinder says, Twilight Zone golden earring. And Terrence says, happy Halloween. And Tony says, I think that's Hitchcock. Mine is the librarian one. Oh, the one Time Enough at Last. I don't know if that's the name of the episode, but I remember him saying that. Chained Heat and Red Heat with Linda Blair.
I'm dean of the veterinary school. There's a reason the room hasn't been rented yet. I'm a strict landlord. I do most of my work at home here. I write, I teach, I administrate. I have to have quiet. So there's no...
All I've got is my slide projector, and I promise not to run it late.
No boyfriends?
Me and my books?
They should not be standing this close together. It looks crazy. I always stand like chest to chest with someone when I'm talking to them.
I'm not zoned for tenants. No exterior staircase, no fireplace. It was my daughter's room.
Now, is that the same guy from Reanimator? It kind of looks like the guy from Reanimator. The one whose head was in a dish.
I've lost the keys. The closet's downstairs.
Why is the door so small?
Speaking of the EP we're watching, what's the series I liked with the pretzel dude? That was called Channel Zero. And his name was Pretzel Jack. I think that was season 2 or 3 of Channel Zero.
You forgot to give me keys.
They're labeled. I have to get to the office.
Dr. Fenner,
Yes?
there was a rat in my room last night.
Rats?
Raven says, I can't lie, I was always an Outer Limits fan over Twilight. Yeah, Outer Limits is pretty cool. I like the originals more so than when they did that revival in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Dr. Fenner,
Yes. What is it?
you forgot to get...
This episode is the reason why I don't like those little closet doors at all. But I remember when I saw this as a child, I could not sleep. Even though I didn't have a little closet like that in my room, this episode really made me lose sleep. We have taken over your television set. Yes, do not adjust your control. The Hitchhiker episode from Twilight.
You still want to ride to the campus? I'm leaving in 2 minutes.
There's a rat in that closet. I managed to get it open.
Oh.
The key to the door also fits the closet. I'll show you.
My daughter lost the key a long time ago. That door hasn't been opened in years.
The trap disappeared. Could be fumigated.
I'm going to be late. Ready?
This shouldn't still be funny, but it is.
She now.
Well, Helio, Vermont. She has a boyfriend.
Closet door open.
No, of course not. I told you that when you moved in.
No, it was open this afternoon when I came.
I put the standing wardrobe in there so you wouldn't have to bother with that closet.
There's something living in that closet, Dr. Fenner.
Tournament says, I had a small door like that in my room once. It was at my foot of my bed, and I swear my house was haunted. Look at me. I turned out okay. A-okay. See, what makes it work is you got to make the mouth wet. You can't just can't have a regular puppy. You got to throw some KY jelly on that. How did I want to wait? Hold on. Instant replay. How she get rocked? She got rocked by it. Did I go too far back? Hold on. That creature is so little. It should not be able to. For real, you can It's so little. You could like watching this now. It's funny, but this really did scare me when I was a kid.
I spoke to her briefly last night, yes. No, I didn't see you rented your daughter a room in my house. I didn't become her legal guardian. Yeah, she's such a pretty little girl. Yes, you're so beautiful.
Mika says, "Oh my god, that false." Sidewinder says the end scene of this episode is wild. Russell says, "So stoned I can't stop."
Yeah, it's a nice little story. Would you like that? You want to go upstairs? Come on, I'll take you here. Just give me a hug. Yeah, we'll go upstairs. Now I'll tell you a nice story. How would that be? Like a nice story? Like a nice story?
The way you can hear him kissing it on the cheek, kissing that ugly ass. Russell says that's the actor from Creep Show. Yeah, I think that was the one who played the professor. That he went back to the campus and they found the crate, and then he went back to he called his friend on the phone to help him. It's official. I'm never sleeping again. Russell says he's smoking hashish and Mary Jane. I'm not going to say it on here because, unfortunately, in this country, it's only legal in a few states. That sucks. But I noticed the states where it's legal, people are so much more laid back. Anyways, I'm sitting here daydreaming while you guys do that. Have you guys seen someone made a fan follow-up to New Nightmare? The Crate with Hal Holbrook. Thank you, Russell. Yes, you got it. See if it's still up here. Yep, it's still up here. It's called Dylan's New Nightmare. Did you guys get to see that one yet? It's a short. What happened here? Let me go full screen so I can see what's going on here. There we go. Okay, why is it not switching back? Yeah, the screen is not switching for me. Ah, there we go. I don't know why it was acting up like that. I just switched it. It should have been able to switch back. Okay, Mika says this used to scare me. Now watching it is amusing. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I could not sleep after seeing that episode when I saw it when I was 8 years old, and now watching it as an adult, it's hilarious. Astrid says they saw the trailer for Dylan's New Nightmare. Russ says Terrence, monkey butter, and 2 types of hash. Okay, and Mika says haven't seen it. They have a sequel to yes. They Follow is coming. Yes. Sidewinder says Miko Hughes co-produced Dylan's New Nightmare. Here's pretty good. Loved Holbrook in the Canadian slasher Rituals. Oh yes, Canadian slashers are pretty good. A lot of Canadian horror is very, very good. Don't sleep on it. Let's check this out since we have time, and I'm gonna write down Rituals because I don't Canadian. This is another benefit of talking to you guys because you like put me on to new stuff. Canadian slasher Rituals. Let me make sure this looks good for you guys to be able to see it well. Yeah.
Hey, back off, Crowley. I'm here to put you to rest for good.
Who even like? It's this shit now.
Certainly not Adam.
Oh, come
It's
on.
Just casual check. That's this point. Yeah. Sure.
Thanks for coming in, Frankie. We'll be in touch. It's Franklin, actually. Yeah, whatever.
Yes, My Bloody Valentine is Canadian,
Dylan
and
Porter,
it's great.
you're up next.
Hey, my name's Dylan Porter. I'm repped by the Risher Agency.
Hold on. I gotta go. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, my name's Dylan Porter. I'm repped by the Risher Agency, and I'm reading for Michael.
Dylan Porter. Dylan Porter. Dylan Porter. How do I know that name? Do I know you, Dylan?
I don't think so.
Now, come on, tell me how.
What's interesting is Micah Hughes that was in New Nightmare. He also played Gage in the original
Are you
Cemetery.
related to Chase Porter?
Tony Man
Yeah,
asked, when
that
will
was
there
my
be
dad.
an African American horror TV series that takes
man.
place in the 90s?
Your
We
dad
need
and I
that
were back
badly.
together on
I think it'll be
Chainsaw
fun just
3,
for the musical
but you
and the
were just
clothes
like
alone.
a little dude. Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's wild.
Sidewinder. That's what I was just saying. Miko.
I don't remember any of that.
Sidewinder says Miko will always be Cage
Yeah,
Greed to me.
Sorry,
Yep.
you know,
His eyes are still the same from when he was a baby till
he
now.
really was one of the good ones.
Yeah,
Unfortunate what happened to him.
yeah, thanks.
That's right. You're Heather Langenkamp's kid too, aren't you?
Yeah, I'd really rather not talk about all that if that's okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let's get on with the scene, and when you're ready, just give Justin a nod.
Sure.
Interior rundown shed, Honey Island swamp, night. All three survivors, Andrew, Rose, and Michael, are all regrouping after Victor Crowley's last attack.
We can't keep this up. Do you both hear me? We can't keep doing this. We run, we hide, Crowley finds us, Crowley kills someone. I mean, that's the sick joke of this whole situation. We're trapped in a swamp full of hiding places, but there is nowhere to hide. Not from him. Not even walls keep him out.
So what's your point?
My point, Rose, is if we can't hide, why are we still trying?
Isn't me as his arms
We can't
really
just
short?
wait around for that freak like you two did.
Like his head is
That's what
large
got
and
my
his
sister
arms
killed.
are very, very short.
I can tell you one thing for sure. If she were here with us now, she'd agree with me.
He was
Russell
pushed
said,
into
"Look
a
how
jet
young
engine
Sid
and he
Haig
still
is."
came back. He's cursed to come back every day like new, remember?
Torment says everyone
Yeah, well, if
remembers
there's a
Cage
curse,
wears the church love.
There's a way to break it.
Russell says we also had King of
Otherwise,
Kensington live
kills,
close
dies,
to there,
he just
and
keeps coming
Sidewinder says
back.
church gave
More people
nightmares.
die.
Oh, Russell, this
Good people.
is called
Like
Dylan's
Heather.
new. It's called Dylan's Nightmare. Hold on. Dylan's New Nightmare. Nightmare on Elm Street fan film.
Well, I'm not gonna let
And
that happen.
this actor here
Even
is
if
the
I have
act
to
is
do
the
this
same.
by
He was the
myself,
child actor in
I'm killing that murderer.
A New
good.
Nightmare, and he co-produced this.
Is that okay?
Hatchet 5.
I can try something different if you want me to.
Oh, I think we've all seen.
Are we just gonna pretend like that's normal? Okay. CGI blood, boo!
Dylan, look what's become of you.
Mm-hmm.
That voice. I know that voice.
I like how they changed the color of the light. Yeah, now you know you're in the dream world. I agree, Terrence. It is a showcase of his acting skill. They should have thrown some
You're
KY
dead.
jelly on that mask.
We killed you. We killed you once and for all.
Once and for a time, maybe. But never once and for all. Face it, Dylan. You may be all grown up, but you're still my little bitch.
It's a fucking dream. You're not real, and I need to wake up. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
The one glaring thing about this is why would Freddy go after him when he's a grown ass adult? Freddy goes after kids. Or is it saying, like, is there a subtext that he's still mentally a kid? I don't know. I like that.
Little piggy. We never got to play our favorite game. Skin the cat!
I like that. That was a cool edit. And I like Freddy walking down the wall. That was cool. And honestly, the person playing Freddy's doing a good job.
Okay.
Mika says, yeah, maybe mentally a child. And Tony Man says, did you know that there's a Swamp Thing TV series coming out? There was already a Swamp Thing series like last year, I think. But
Sorry,
I think
Doc.
it got
What was that?
canceled. So
I was asking
are
how
they
you hurt
doing
yourself.
another one? Even though the one from last year might have been from
Yeah,
2021 got canceled.
I think it was a cabinet. It was stuck. I just gave myself a shiner.
I see. Dylan, what's really bothering you?
Had a nightmare last night.
Tell me about it.
It was another audition dream.
Well, plenty of working actors have those. It's hardly anything to worry or be embarrassed about.
2 people died this time.
What do you mean 2 people died? How?
So the 2 people next to the casting director committed suicide. One shot himself and the other slit her own throat.
Why do you think they did that?
It was a dream.
Russell says they watched
I
the
don't know.
Saw
Why does
10,
anything happen
and
in
now
a
it's
dream?
their favorite
Dreams
Saw
can
film.
mean a multitude of different things.
I thought it was all
Almost
right.
all of which can be applied
I
as
don't
some
have
kind
all the
of
Saw
lesson
movies
to the
really
person who psychologically
recent
created
in my
them in the
memory,
first
so I can't
place.
say which one is my favorite.
I don't know if there was
Other
a
than the first
lesson
one,
in
I
this
feel like the
one,
first
Taka.
one it's really
Am I
stands
supposed to
out
wear
on
a
its own,
splash
and I
bag
have a
to my next
special
audition?
like it has a special
Using
place in my heart
humor
because it's the
to
last
cope
horror
with
movie that I got to watch with my
scary
grandfather before
situations
he
is an
passed
old
away,
school
and he
tactic,
really
Dylan,
loved Saw.
but not one proven to be very
Asher said
effective.
Swamp Thing is now going to be a
Maybe
movie.
that's why I'm an
Okay,
actor,
cool.
not a
Tony says you were
comedian.
correct. Misinformation on my part. I tried to rewatch Saw 2 and
Subject of
turned
your
it off.
parents come up.
It's been a lot of years since I rewatched any of the Saw movies besides the
Yeah,
first one.
the casting
And I
director
watched
recognized me from when I was a
Spiral,
kid.
which
Um,
I don't know whether it's considered
he was asking about my
canon
dad.
or if it's like you know how you have the Paranormal
your
Activity
mother?
movies and then you have the marked ones and you have
Did he ask
Paranormal
about her
Activity
too?
Tokyo Nights, which are like offshoots,
yeah,
but
her
they're
too.
not like part of the I don't know how to describe it. They're like
Have you checked in on her
spin-offs.
lately?
Who?
Your mother.
Yes, the OG Swamp Thing was so good. That one kind of creeped me out as a kid too.
Why?
I was actually a little bit afraid
Answer's
of
always
like
the
the
same.
bad guys in Swamp Thing.
She's not well enough to come to the phone.
Especially the one that turned into the little pig man. That
Same
would
old
I don't know
movie,
why
Ben.
that bothered me
Different
so much
day.
as a kid, but it did.
Why try? You know, it just hurts.
You know, maybe your casting director brought her up because you're feeling guilty about not checking in.
Maybe.
Death
Trust me,
Central
Dylan,
is
I
here. They
understand
say
your
Happy
hesitation
Halloween.
to
What are you
check in on
watching?
her,
We're watching a
especially when
fan-made
there doesn't
film.
ever
It
seem to
is
be any
called
positive
Dylan's
progress.
New Nightmare. It's a
That same
Nightmare on Elm Street
hesitation
film.
can feed your
The actor
subconscious
playing
guilt like a
Dylan
sleeping
is
giant.
the same actor that
That guilt can
played
slowly
him
build up
as
over
a
time
child
and
in A New Nightmare, and
eventually,
he
in
also
most
played
cases, come
Gage
exploding out
in
at the
Pet
most
Sematary in
inopportune
1987.
moment.
Or was it 89?
The very act of
I think it was
checking
87.
in
It was
on
in the
her
late 80s.
to see how she's doing can act as sort of a pressure release valve for your guilt. That way, even though you may continue to get the answer you're not looking for, at least you tried.
Russell says saw Dark Harvest last night and had some good gore if you're into it. I'm looking forward to watching Dark Harvest. As a matter of fact, I want to say
about
that
the casting
let me look up where it's available.
What do you mean?
Well, you said the other
Because
two
my
people
top
died,
3
but what
recommendations that
happened
I
to the
would
casting
give
director?
for
Did they kill themselves also?
Halloween night watches, if anyone hasn't seen them yet,
He
Cobweb. I
laughed
really
at
enjoyed Cobweb. Talk to
That's
Me,
it?
and when Evil Lurks. That one, oh my
Are you
god.
sure?
That is like
If so, this
When
is the
Evil
place to
Lurks is made by the
discuss it.
same writer director that did Aterrado or
Dylan,
Terrified,
are you
and
sure there was
it's so
nobody
good.
else in your dream?
Let me look into Dark Harvest so I can see where I can
So
watch
no,
that,
he
because that is on my watch
he
list.
laughed at me, and
And I had heard that it's on streaming now. It
I
was in the
left.
theaters. I think it still might be in the
Yeah.
theaters.
Dylan, we've been working
They've
professionally
been doing
together
that recently
for a
where they'll
number
have
of
something in the
years.
theaters.
Having learned your history
That
over that
says Dark
time,
Harvest
I
2022.
can't imagine what you
That's not
went
the same
through
one,
when
is
your
it?
mother
Yeah, it's the
started
same
getting
one. Okay.
confused.
It's on Row 8
It had
Prime
a lot
Video
to
and
do with her horror
Redbox.
films, from what I understood from her doctor. When we started this journey, you mentioned that you
I
had
could
been
swear I
exposed to
saw it
those
on the
films
festival
at a young
circuit,
age
still
as
being on a
well.
festival circuit. So that's interesting.
I
It's
just
already
want to be
there.
sure
Okay.
that you're having these dreams is not symptomatic of a resurgence of your childhood
Russell
trauma.
says, where is it?
They're not.
Hey, Death, don't knock on our door. I'm not ready.
Are you
Mika
getting
says,
any
Dark
rest?
Harvest took some time for it to get going,
It's
was
been manageable,
interesting.
Doc.
Tony says, has there been a horror movie that
I
Adrian
got it under
Barbeau has
control.
sucked in? Swamp Thing,
All right,
awesome.
well, I'm
Creep
gonna
Show,
have to
awesome. The
trust you on
Fog,
that,
awesome.
Dylan. But
She's got,
please,
she's got a
promise
good
me that if
agent
anything
and she knows how to
changes and
pick
your life
movies.
starts to be affected, you'll
Russell says, I saw Talk to
call
Me.
come back and I'll be right.
Tony Man says that Deviltown movie is on my list to watch. It's on Shudder. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Dylan.
I think I'm okay.
Mika says Cobweb and Talk to Me were two of my faves this year.
Unfortunately, our time is up.
Yeah.
We're going to have to pick this up next session. But let me suggest in the future that you don't wait until the end of the session to bring up something that could have tremendous implications for your mental health.
Yeah. No, that's fair. You got it. Nightmares first next time.
Is it better than Axum or Seven Churches or the Black Scream movie? LOL. If you're talking about When Evil Lurks, that's not. I wouldn't even compare these two things. I will put. Let me wait to the song. Why this sounds like a Dream Warrior song? It's like this. It's the same melody. With a Dream Warrior. It's like the same song. Maybe what if it was the same writer that wrote this song as wrote the Dream Warrior song? But I was saying, I would compare When Evil Lurks to God, what can I compare it to? It was a better possession film than Exorcist Believer, but that's not hard to beat. It's really gross in some instances, and I enjoyed that. Suspenseful and very I would say it gave me the same feeling. Not the same type of movie, but it gave me the same feeling as when I watched The Sadness. That type of excitement. So if you've seen The Sadness and you enjoyed that, I think you would like When Evil Lurks also. One criticism I do have about this short film is each scene is too long. Like I'm thinking back on the actual Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and the scenes were edited a lot tighter. These scenes are going on way too long. This probably could have been 20 minutes long.
She's available. Oh, is she on staff here? No, she's
Or maybe it's just my ADHD acting up. What do you guys think? Do you think the scenes are too long on this, or do you think that the pacing is fine?
Oh no, not Heather
Tony
Porter,
says there's a
Heather
YouTube
Langenkamp.
VHS behind the scenes of Dream Warriors. It's like a home movie, and it's like 90 minutes long, and I love The Sadness. Tony says Death Central says I'm not in a hurry to watch that new Exorcist. Everybody says it's bad.
Yeah,
it's the way I look at it for the new Exorcist. If you've never seen The Exorcist before, you would very much enjoy it. And if they never had Chris McNeil return as a character and didn't tie it to The Exorcist, I think it would be a very serviceable possession film. But by tying it to The Exorcist, they did themselves a disservice because they did not live up to the standard that The Exorcist has set, and they didn't study it either. I feel like the writers and the writers plural and the director of the movie did not study The Exorcist at all. Because if they did, they would have made a better film.
I'm here.
I'm sorry, but Miss Langenkamp is not feeling
Terrence, I agree it's too long. Tony Man says too long. Yes, too long. Yeah, it makes me want to fast forward it to see what the ending is. Because, like, these scenes are too long.
Yeah, of course. Can you
Wes Craven didn't write scenes this damn long. What would
keep me posted?
What are y'all doing?
Changes?
Of course, Mr. Porter. You have a good day now.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Oh, the other thing about The Exorcist Believer,
Fuck you, Freddy.
it missed the point of The Exorcist being about the priest, which I went over this in when we talked on Saturday on Terrence's channel. We talked about this last Saturday about The Exorcist Believer. You know what? I already recorded my review for Exorcist Believer. I have to finish editing it. I'll get all my thoughts out then, because I talked for a good half an hour. I don't know how far I'll edit it down to, but I had a lot to say about Exorcist Believer. It's one of those things where it's simultaneously not the worst thing in the world. Like anyone who tells you, oh, it's the worst horror movie I ever saw, that's hyperbole. It's not the worst. There's a lot worse horror movies. Okay, now we got something here. I don't love the design of that glove, but it's okay. Someone says the mom should have said the devil dies tonight. Yeah. Instead of evil dies tonight, the devil dies tonight. Because I didn't think it was bad. I think it was a standalone film. Exorcist Believer is an okay film. Exactly. It was just okay. It's just they should have just called it something else and not tied it to The Exorcist at all. Rose says another Canadian classic is Class of 1984. Yes. Yes, with Roddy McDowell. Oh yes, I love that one. And a young Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox played a freshman in that movie. He looked so young. The club scene, I partied in the area in Toronto. Wow. That's very, very cool.
Fuck you too, kid. What do we have here?
Well, it's hanging in the wrong spot. You're supposed to hang a dream catcher over your bed. Over your head where you sleep, actually, not to the side.
You can't catch me.
Terrence says it ripped off the final act from Repossessed. Different beliefs coming together to defeat evil, sans rock and roll. LOL. Yes. And there's a couple other movies. Like I always mention Abby with the African spiritualism angle, and there's also a Hong Kong movie called Daughter, which is a pretty much kind of like a remake of The Exorcist, but instead of 2 priests, there's like 7. There's no CGI in that film. Very good. Yeah, Class of 1984 was really, really good.
Testing.
It should have been called Exorcist Believer because there was more than one. Terrence says Abby is so much fun. It is.
Updating the files on Dylan Porter. Porter seems to be regressing back to the paranoid state of his childhood. When I tried to dive deeper into the subject, Dylan's guard immediately raised. I fear Dylan may be making a return to his childhood delusions. But can they really be taking the same form as before? That character from his mother's films? What is really concerning to me is that Dylan is around the same age as his mother when she was first hospitalized. I fear I may be seeing the same psychosis in Dylan. To think all these delusions brought on by a cheap horror movie.
It wasn't that cheap. I don't think Nightmare on Elm Street was a very cheap movie at all. Terrence says, shame Warner's won't allow a release of Abby. It deserves a good amount. Yes, it does. I think Carol Speed played Abby, if I'm not mistaken.
Hello? Who's there? Mr. Porter, is that you? Dylan?
Oh, I didn't know she passed away. Yeah, I don't like I'm trying to think of when Freddie oh, that's cool. I like that. Okay, that just looks like you're squirting it out of a squeeze bottle. No! You started off so good.
Who are you?
What's the matter? Don't you recognize a cheap horror movie when you see one?
Freddie?
Sometimes.
How are you real?
That's why.
Tommy says, "Does anyone remember what the F is happening on this short?" Yes, Dylan is regressed to his childhood. So because he's
Dad.
afraid of Freddy, he brought him back, and now Freddy's terrorizing the psychiatrist.
They've tried. Time's up, Doc!
Yeah, I agree, Astra. Too much talking.
Good talk.
Someone should re-edit this. Like, just take it and then re-edit it, and it would be a much tighter, like... Yeah. I think the issue is with the writing. I think the acting is good. Like, the person playing Freddy, they're doing their job. The person playing Dylan, I forget his real name, he's doing a good job, but the writing, someone who likes to hear them, like, I was gonna say like to hear themselves talk, but let me be too rude to say. I might fast forward it because it's about to be 11:30, and I don't want to take over somebody else's time because I'm actually in Halloween live stream conga line, and I'm supposed to finish at 11:30 so that the next person can. Okay, it's about to go off in 2 minutes. Let me see. It stopped at like 28 minutes in, and we're at 26. Okay, yeah, we can make it through the last 2 minutes. I gotta Google how tall this guy is because his arms look really, really short. And when he walked by that bed, not that there's anything wrong with that. I just have to wonder. Oh, I did not ask for you to pop up. Damn, AI. I said I had to Google something and the assistant popped up. Let's see. Miko Hughes. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. So let's see.
Hello?
How tall is Miko
Really?
Hughes?
It's Mom.
5'3". I'm taller than him because I'm 5'3 3/4. Yeah, that was okay. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either. It was just okay. Let's see here. Written and directed by Cecil. I think you're a serviceable director. I think you did a good job. But you need an editor because you wrote way more than what was needed to be there. You need an editor to edit that down. Just, tighten it up. Terrence says, love women prison films from the 1960s. Tony says, extremely dialogue heavy. Yes. Russell says, loved Wolf with Jack Nicholson. I remember my mother had that on VHS. Tony Man says, yeah, so when we wake up, we'll be in November, 8 weeks till Christmas, and one day before, I don't want to be alone for Christmas. Well, at midnight, Mariah Carey comes out to play. And I'm not 100% sure. Wait, I just got a message. Because I'm trying to see who is next in the conga line after me. And it looks like Jen's Reviews from the Grave is next. But I can stay on a little while longer because she's setting up. So we will continue. What should we do next? Because I had only had everything planned out till 11:30. Guess we just shoot the shit, talk about whatever. I'm trying to think if there's any TV shows that I missed talking about. We talked about Chucky. We talked about The Fall of the House of Usher. We talked about we talked about The Changeling. We talked about Penny Dreadful. We talked a little bit about Twilight Zone, Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt. I feel like we're missing some. Monsters was a decent show. I think Monsters is available on Tubi now. Sorry, my chair is all squeaky. Let me see if Monsters is on Tubi. Because I feel like I saw it on Tubi. Monsters. Was it 1988? That looks like it. Yes, it is on Tubi. And also Hammer House of Horror, which is one that my mother put me on to. I didn't know about Hammer House of Horror. My mother showed me that one. And if we really want to go back, my grandmother still to this day watches Dark Shadows. And that's also on Tubi. I would review it, but there's like 3,000 episodes, and I just don't think I can take it. I don't think I have the strength to get through 3,000 episodes. That's like years of content. Like you'd have to start. My sister told me, "Well, you should cover Dark Shadows," and I said, "Well, I'd have to start a whole separate channel that's only dedicated to just Dark Shadows." Aster says favorite horror TV shows: X-Files, American Gothic, Erie, Indiana, and Tales from the Crypt. Oh yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know why I was thinking of Creep Show, the new Creep Show on Shudder. X-Files is really really good. Do you remember the episode Home? That was the one that creeped me out the most. And there was also the one. What was the name of it? Where the person had a parasitic twin that would like detach from his body and kill people. I don't remember the name of that one. But those are two that stick out in my head. Swarm! I knew I forgot to talk about, and I put that on my thumbnail. I put Homegirl on my thumbnail and didn't talk about Swarm. I can't believe I forgot about that. That show was so good. I really, really had a good time watching that. And I like how it explored parasocial relationships and the difference between fandom and being a stan, which like the word stan comes from stalker fan. So it's very, very interesting. Like when she's like, who's your favorite pop star? And just the crazy things that she was doing, and that image, that striking image of her mopping up the blood, like that was so, and they shoot it from above. I really like that. I liked how her character went through an evolution where she went from being kind of meek to being vicious to at one point being very gender fluid too. I wasn't expecting that. It was pretty cool. What else can I say about Swarm? I watched it in the summertime, so I'm trying to pull from my memory. What else? And also the lead actress, what is her name? I saw her this past summer also in Transformers. She was really really good. I like her. I hope she's in a lot more things. Let me find her name because I want to say her name because I'm really impressed with her. Dominique Fishback. Yes. Oh, and I almost forgot. Another Culkin was in there because we had Rory. I want to say it was Kieran. Kieran Culkin was on Succession, and Rory was on Swarm, and showed all his entire twig and berries. But it being Amazon, that's what they do. Like, is it an Amazon show? If you didn't see a peen. Where is it? Russell says, I remember Erie, Indiana. I didn't get to see that one, but I have heard of it. What else? I gotta go back up. There we go. Would you rather stay a night in the Bates Motel or room 237? Let me put that up on the screen. That is a good question. I'm gonna say room 237 because technically ghosts can't hurt you. Like the only way that ghosts can hurt you is if you allow them to trick you into doing some crazy shit. So whereas Norman Bates can hurt you. So I'll take my chances with the ghost. Terrence says Bates Motel. Russell says loved the worm film Squirm. Yes, Squirm was very good. Oh, when it came out of the shower head, the worms. Oh, so gross. Me, room 1408, Russell says. Bates Motel was a good one. Oh, the TV series, you mean? I have not seen the TV series for Bates Motel. And by the way, that's the second time there was a TV series. They actually had a pilot for a Bates Motel TV series in the 80s. I think it came out shortly after the success of Psycho 2, which, by the way, still holds up. Psycho 2 and Psycho 3, which I think I have them right here on VHS. That's Psycho 2 and Psycho 3. VHS. I almost dropped my phone. Sidewinder says they used to show episodes of Dark Shadows on late night TV when I was a kid, and the theme song scared me shitless. I'm so used to hearing that theme song now. It doesn't even register. Big Buffy fan as well. Love that show. Because I grew up in the 80s. I love the original Buffy from the movie, which, by the way, she was inspired by the cheerleader from Night of the Comet. That's what the writer was. Is it Kevin Williamson that wrote it? I might be mistaken, but I know the writer of Buffy the Vampire Slayer said that they were inspired by the cheerleader from Night of the Comet. Tony says, I know someone who's like that girl in Swarm. Oh, yeah. I think everybody knows someone that's a Sam. If you know anyone that's in the Beehive, if you know anyone that is an Arianator, what other fandoms? A Barb, Barty Gang. There's like there's so many. Does anybody remember Quest for Fire with Ron Perlman? Is that the I don't want to say caveman, but like Neanderthal type movie? I think that's what it was. I feel like I saw that at the drive-in when I was a child, but I don't remember much about it. Did someone fall into a giant egg? Like there was a cracked open egg and someone fell into like the yolk. I don't know why I remember that. Yes, Dominique Fishback. Yes, I love her as an actor. I want to see more of her. Please give her all the roles. So I was a sure do. Russell Radon Chong as Ika spent the whole movie naked. Yes, loved how they delved into toxic fandom. Dominique yeah, see, everybody knows her name, but me, I was like, Tony Man said HBO's the new Amazon's the new HBO. Yes, it is. I don't know what's up with Netflix. They kind of act like they're afraid to show things, like even gore. But Amazon is like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you blood spatter. I'm gonna show you brain matter. I'm gonna show you pain. I'm gonna show you everything that I want to show you. Amazon gives zero fucks. V was sci-fi. Yes, V was sci-fi. If you're talking about the TV show V, it was sci-fi, but it's still kind of horror. Like when people are peeling their skin off and revealing lizard people underneath, it's kind of horrific. And my sister's still afraid of the babies. The twins that were born, where one looked like a lizard person but could speak, and the other one looked like a human but had a lizard tongue and couldn't speak. Like, that was something. Child of the 60s and had good horror films. Yes, a lot of the drive-in movies that my parents talk about, especially with my father, because he's a little bit older, he's in his 70s, and like they had like the real like drive-in classes, like those William Castle, events type things. Well, a lot of his stuff were more theater than drive-in, but like drive-in feel. Like the Tingler, that was in a theater because they rigged the seats and everything, but it still kind of had a drive-in feel. The original Blob, those type of movies. Don't you have a Hellraiser VHS? Yes, I believe I do have a Hellraiser VHS. Oh, I'll show that. It's right over here. One of these days I got to do a show and tell video of all the crazy stuff that I have over here. Yes. That's the Hellraiser and Hellbound Hellraiser 2 VHS. Not unwrapped. So much stuff over here. Oh, since we were talking about the Freddy Krueger stuff, I should show you my new glove. See, I have one up there. That's the plastic one. This one is the metal one. That's the design I like the best. My sister gave this to me for my birthday, and she wrapped it in this brown fabric just so she could hand it to me and say, Fred Krueger, Mom. Fred Krueger. Joss Whedon, Terrence says. Yeah, who did I say? I said, I can't remember who I said. I think I said Kevin Williamson and Joss Whedon. I think you're right. Russell says Elvira Telly Show. Yes. Oh, I think I have her too. You guys are naming all the classics. Yes. There's the Elvira, 2-disc Mistress of the Dark 2-tape set, and it has the brain that wouldn't die, and the crawling hand, and that's the back of it. Trying to do it without the glare, but yeah, that's VHS too. Shout out to Physical Media. Tony says Army, cough Army. Yes. there can be, I mean, I have to say I'm a casual Army, but there's definitely some toxic Army too. I'm not gonna lie and say there aren't. No, it was Dino shit and Ringo Starr was in it. Is that the same movie that I'm thinking of? Or was there also a comedy movie that was made in about a similar subject, like Caveman? Was there a comedy movie named Caveman in the 80s? I'm not sure. Poltergeist: The Legacy was a good show. Yes, I forgot about that show. I completely forgot about that show. I wonder, hold on. Is that available to rewatch? I want to see that again. Hold on. Poltergeist: Legacy. From 96 to 99. It's on Pluto TV and the Roku channel and MGM Plus, but I don't know anybody has MGM Plus, but a Roku channel and Pluto TV. Wow. Thank you. You unlocked a memory, Riven. I totally forgot about that show. Keely is here. Hey, Keely. She says, hey, everybody, and happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you, too. What's going on? We're talking about horror TV shows, but we actually we watched some trailers, and we watched the short film called Dylan's New Nightmare, which is a fan film that was co-produced by Miko Hughes, who played Dylan in A New Nightmare, and he also played Cage Creed in Pet Sematary 1987. Russell says, Lady was right, not the Ringo Starr film. Okay. Buffy rocks, Twilight sucks. Yeah. I cannot get into Twilight. I already said, I said before my issues with Twilight, like it doesn't even make, put it this way. You are a 100-year-old vampire. You could do anything in the world, anything at all. And you decide you're going to go sit in history class in high school? Like, what? Why? Why would you ever do that? No. I didn't like high school the first time. Why would I stay there? Like, that's just crazy. Russ says, love the magic Kristen. Aster says, nice glove. Glove is awesome. Love the magic Christian and Peter Sellers and Ringo Starr. I love Benny Hill, I have Benny Hill, the entire series on DVD. That's another show I want to watch as an adult because I don't think I got half the jokes when I was a kid. Caveman with Ringo Starr, that's right. Okay, so there are two movies. One is Quest for Fire and one is Caveman. I don't know which one of those I saw, or maybe I saw them both at the drive-in, knowing my parents. I probably saw them both, and I have them mixed in my head. Yes, Caveman, the scene where they tried to make music and kept putting the blind man's hand over the fire. Brick confident. By the way, let's see here. By the way, will they let you know when the other show starts? Nothing is worse than when someone messes up the conga line. Yeah, that's why I was checking my phone, because I think Jen will let me know when she's ready. Because I think the next up is going to be Jen's reviews from the grave, but I might be mistaken, and it might be Ethel Cross from 13 Originals. But I'll just double check that I didn't miss a message. No, I didn't miss a message, so I'm just going to keep going until they're ready. Asher says, Ash versus Evil Dead for a good laugh and fun. Yeah, I did see the first season of Ash versus Evil Dead. I can't believe I didn't mention that one. I should have mentioned that one. Let me double check if there's something else. Hold on. I'm actually looking at, because I had a couple notes, but I didn't think I would need my notes like that. No, I covered everything on my notes. Loved when the dino got stoned on weed in Caveman. I should just go and look for the trailers for both these. The Hitchhiker was a good, spooky, sleazy anthology. Yes. You know, I used to cover The Hitchhiker on this channel. I have a bunch of live streams where we watched episodes of the Hitchhiker. Quest for Fire is about the discovery of fire. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up both trailers. $1981, it looks like. That explains why I don't remember it too well, because I would have been 6 years old. All right, I'm going to click the one that's for you. Is it me, or does anyone else always click the more recent upload because you feel like it's going to be clearer? Because if you click like the one that's uploaded 10 years ago,
14 years ago,
it might be like in
2001,
like
Space Odyssey was the
240p.
astounding epic that aroused a generation, telling them
Stop.
where they might be headed. Now, 20th Century Fox presents a science fantasy adventure that will arouse this generation, telling us where we might have begun.
This is so slow. Come on, computer. A science fantasy adventure. Cancel. All right, let's see if we can bring up. What the heck is playing? Stop. Okay, what the heck? I'm about to give up on this. I'm so about to give up on this. I'm so irritated. I'm about to close this app right quick. I'm so irritated. And this is why I don't live stream much, because I'm very irritated with. And now the audio is playing and the picture's gone, and I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm really finally. How irritating is that? All right, let me catch up with the chat because I went off on the left trying to do something and it didn't work out, and now I'm out of sorts. Where did I leave off? Quest for Fire. All right. Someone's getting ripped off. They'll be broadcasting into November. When is La Dia de Muerto? That's tomorrow. Is Dia de Muerto, or actually in 10 minutes. Love Cruising with Al Pacino and Joe Spinell from Maniac. Yes, Cruising is a very underrated thriller. I would love to cover it, but there's so much to talk about because there's a lot of controversy surrounding when the movie first came out, and there were protests happening as they were trying to film the movie. There's a lot to talk about with it, especially about like what was happening in New York during that time and around that area. So I really want to get into it and give it the respect that it deserves. But yeah, I agree. Tony Man says, remember Dress to Kill? Yes, I do. I do remember Dress to Kill. It's another movie I'd like to cover. We can't see. Oh, it didn't. Oh, now we see it. Okay. Irritated is written on. Yes, I can't hide it. I cannot hide my disappointment. Like I'm the type of person that how I feel is going to come across on my face, unfortunately. Like I can't hide it. I'm still going to try to find Caveman. Okay. It's also 1981. So both of them came out in 1981. So this one is Caveman. Oh, that's the whole movie. Oops. I meant to click on the trailer. Let me go back. Yeah, I just noticed that's the whole movie. Where's the trailer? Here we go. Yeah, this is the one with Ringo Starr. No, is that the movie too? It says 1 hour and 30 minutes, but I could swear I just clicked on the trailer. Yeah, I'm about to give up on this because it's not letting me click on. I'm scrolling down. I'm sure you guys can see my screen. That says trailer. 2 minutes and 41 seconds. I click on it. Finally.
The dawn of civilization. Primitive. Dangerous. Exciting. Wet. And sloppy. Caveman. The handwriting is on the wall. If the human race is ever going to amount to anything, it needs a leader. Will it be Tonda, He is strong. How about Gog? Gog is out of sight. And Atuk. Atuk sounds good. Atuk will be the leader of the Stone Age. He will teach man to walk erect. He will discover fire. He will invent roast chicken. And fried eggs. Sunny side up.
Yeah, I remember the egg. So it was this movie.
And Zug Zug the women.
Zug Zug?
Yeah, Atuk, Zug Zug, Llama.
He will protect them from all the beasts of the earth. Ringo Starr, Barbara Bach, Dennis Quaid, Shelley Long, John Matuzak, Avery Schreiber, and Jack Gilford. Caveman. They don't call it the Stone Age for nothing.
How many people you think actually went to the movies to see Quest for Fire, but accidentally bought tickets to Caveman since they both came out in 1981? I have to wonder. And how many people probably wanted to go see Caveman, but accidentally bought tickets for Quest for Fire? Let's see what's going on up here. Russell says the real cop has a cameo. The black cop in cowboy hat and boots with a jockstrap really happened in Cruising. Oh, wow. I didn't know that part of it. And I'm still, looking into a lot of the behind the scenes information. Hollywood tends to do that. You wait your whole life for a Caveman movie and then two arrive. Who remembers Iceman with Timothy Hutton? I do not remember that one. Russell says he prefers the older Planet of the Apes movies. And Tony Man actually remembered the Zug Zug Lana before I played the trailer. So that was fresh in your memory. That's right. NYPD apparently did that to mess with a perp. Terrence, I did the late great stuntman Dar Robinson. Russell said not one word of English in this. This is giving away the whole movie. Shelley Long. John Matuzak, aka Sloth from the Goonies. Oh, I didn't know that was the same person. On YouTube, we'll have to rewatch after I get high. John also from the Raiders. Do you mean like Raiders of the Lost Ark? Yes, they probably asked for a ticket to the Caveman movie, LOL. Jen is almost ready to go. Jen's reviews from the graves. I should tell you what her subject matter is tonight. She is doing, I'll tell you right now. "31 Days of Halloween Laid Back Stream Haunted Halloween Edition." It's what she has lined up. Tony Man says, I grew up on this movie. I saw it with my uncle at the theater. Oh, Raiders football team. No. I don't know what that notification is. Let me just double check that that's not her. Nope. Okay. We're good. All right. I'm trying to think if there was any other TV shows that I didn't speak about. We talked about Evil. We didn't talk about the Exorcist TV show, which was surprisingly good. Better than Exorcist Believer, believe it or not. It had was John Cho in it? I think John Cho was in it. But when I first heard they were doing an Exorcist TV show, I was like, how are they going to do that? That sounds like a stupid idea. Why would anybody do that? But they actually pulled it off. And I would definitely pair it with Evil. Like if you liked the TV show Evil, I would definitely check out the Exorcist TV show. I'm not sure what carrier it was on. I want to say it might have been CBS when I watched it. But I'll tell you where it is now. But it's really, really good. And you guys know tomorrow I am sleeping in. I did so much recording and editing. No, that wasn't 2016, was it? Was it that long ago? Yeah, I can't believe the Exorcist TV show was in 2016. It feels like it was only a year ago. It's on Hulu. You can get the episodes, one by one on Prime, but I don't know anyone who pays $1.99 per episode on Prime. So it's on Hulu, but it's really, really good. I can't believe that was 2016. Time freaking flies. The Exorcist TV was the business. Excellent. I plugged my phone in and you got a chime. That's weird. It's on Hulu. Thank you. You beat me to it. I was looking it up and you already did that for it. It was on Fox. Thank you. I knew it was on a regular TV station, like a non-cable TV station when it came out. And welcome to the stream, Juan. Juan says super underrated TV show. I have to agree. How they explained how demons feed off poor people and violence was chilling. Yellow Jackets. I have not finished Yellow Jackets. I saw the first 4 episodes. I got to the point where they're jumping back and forth through time, not through time, but narratively, they're showing the past and the present. And I just was at the point where the rocker looking girl, she didn't know that the other girl kind of sabotaged her car so that they would have to drive together. I don't remember all the characters' names yet, but yeah, that's where I was in the series, and I know they're on season 2, so I have to hurry up and finish season 1 so I can get into season 2. It's like I said at the beginning of the show, there's so much to watch, and there's not enough time for me to watch it. But I definitely, I got to get back into Yellow Jackets. Remember the Fox show The Following. I don't remember The Following, but you saying The Following reminded me of The Strain. I don't know if you guys remember The Strain. That was pretty decent. You deserve a sleep, and your editing was on point as well as your cosplay. Awesome work this week. I'm extremely impressed. Thank you. I wanted to do more, but I had a couple. You know me. Everyone that knows me knows it. I have technical issues, and it's not the technology. It's me. It's like that Taylor Swift song. Hey, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. It's always something. I start recording and then it says memory card full, but the memory card's not full because I emptied it. So then I have to end up just reformatting the memory card, even though I had already previously done that. Or the battery dies on me when I'm in the middle of recording, or I finish recording a video and then I transfer it to my computer and the computer says, no, this file is corrupted. I can't read this bullshit. And then I have to try to recover the file. The last time I did that, for which one was it for? For Axum, it tried to tell me the file was corrupted. So what I did is I ended up uploading the file to YouTube as a private video, and then I re-downloaded it back to my computer, and that fixed it. Don't tell me why or how that. I don't know how it worked, but I figured that's the only way I could get it to reformat because so I got it to reformat and then I could edit it. But it's always those type of things. And like I said, this is why I don't live stream a lot, because me and technology, we're not like, I love technology, but it doesn't love me. The black and white anti-war film Johnny Got His Gun in 71 became a cult classic after Metallica's one video. Interesting. After the following was good and The Strain went way left after season 1. Well, I only got to see the first season of The Strain, so I can't speak on it. My favorite character on Yellow Jacket is Misty, Christina Ricci's character. I like Christina Ricci. I liked her in Wednesday too. That's another, I mean, I don't really consider it too much of a horror program so much, but Wednesday was a lot of fun. I say it's not the system that's defective, it's me that's defective. Yes. There will always be difficulty. You got through it. I applaud you. Thank you. You need a remote producer maybe. I do, but you have to I don't know how it would work, because communication is key. And yeah, I would have to try that sometime, but I also have to, I don't know. I don't feel I'm not important enough to have a producer yet. Right. Astra says, I watch a Netflix brand new cherry flavor and I still don't know if I like it. I should check out the first episode of that. I saw the trailer for it. Metallica bought the film rights so they didn't have to pay for it. You know what? That's another, speaking of not necessarily Metallica, but rock music in general. It would be fun to do a live stream that's just about like horror movies that have to do with rock music or have rock musicians in them, because there were so many in the 80s, like Rocktober Blood and was it Hard Rock Zombies, Trick or Treat. I can't think of other ones, but then later on you have stuff like Strangeland with Dee Snider, which I think he might have produced. And then you have the movies of, well, this is a sci-fi movie, but it has a rock star as the villain in it, and that was it's a Tom Selleck movie. Oh, robot spiders. What's it called? Runaway. Runaway. I remember seeing Runaway as a kid in the drive-in, and I just remember it was oh god, the lead singer from Kiss. What is his name? What's his name? I'll let you guys tell me in the chat, because you guys find stuff faster than me. Our Queen bought the rights to Metropolis to do that one too. Oh, that would have been amazing to see Metropolis with a Queen score. Russell says that would be good. And Terrence says Alice Cooper. Yes, Alice Cooper and Prince of Darkness. Yes. Is your usher mask going on the wall of fame behind you? You're going to need a bigger desk. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do with this corner. I'm going to have to figure something out, because it's getting very, very cluttered. Gene Simmons, thank you. Sidewinder and Terrence McGuena, both at the same exact time, 12:08 p.m. or a.m. You both put Gene Simmons. Mika said, I would recommend brand new cherry flavor. I will definitely check it out, because I know Mika and I have similar taste in things. Like typically, if she likes something, I like it too. Terrence says, Snap. Love Strangeland. Does anyone remember the anthology Fear Itself? Yes, didn't that come out as a either a companion piece, or was it after Masters of Horror? I feel like it was tied to Masters of Horror in some way. Let me look it up, because I don't know why in my head those two come together. Maybe they had the same producers. Fear Itself and Masters of Horror. Not now. My phone keeps asking me if I want to try the AI stuff, and I'm like, not now. I don't have time to. Yeah, it says the anthology was born out of the Masters of Horror and shares several of the same creative. I got to click on it to read the rest of the sentence. It was pulled up there. Where is it? Production and development, maybe. Yeah, the anthology was born out of Masters of Horror and shares several of the same creative elements. It features self-contained horror thriller stories directed by the biggest horror directors working in the features today. Both shows were created by Mick Garris. That's why they both go together in my head. And both shows are produced by Industry Entertainment's Andrew Dean, Adam Goldworm, Ben Browning, amongst others. Let me get back into the chat here. Sweet Home was a good one on Netflix. No, yes, it was about an apartment building, but the people were kind of trapped in there, and there was monsters outside the apartment building. I saw it a couple years ago. It was, I want to say it's 2 years old, if not more, because we just found out one of the things I thought was 2 years old came out in 2016. Because time is just escaping me. But yes, I agree with Mika. Sweet Home is a pretty good show, especially if you like more action. There was a few comic elements in there, and it's so funny about what with Korean horrors and dramas. Sometimes they'll take a character and make this character completely villainous and make them a total asshole, and then some point in the season they make you feel completely sorry for this person and make you understand why they are the way they are, and almost make you cry for the person that they introduced as a complete asshole. I quit drinking because of Alice Cooper. Well, that sounds like a positive thing. Sidewinder says, if you really want to see Gene in a batshit crazy role, watch Never Too Young to Die. Let me look up that one to put on my watch list. Never Too Young to Die. 1986. And it's an action, adventure, comedy, drama. Add to watch list. And it's on Tubi. And it's on Freebie and Pluto and Crackle and Plex. It's everywhere. All right. That's going on my watch list for possibly this weekend. I'm going to watch The Exterminator 2, because I just watched The Exterminator last weekend. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if anybody remembers The Exterminator. It's from maybe mid-'80s, I think. Have you seen the horror show Marianne? I saw the first episode and I watched it with in French with the subs. I think on Netflix it's also available dubbed, but I have not finished it. You ever notice how many shows I've watched the first episode of and I haven't finished them? I need to go back. It was on NBC, and yes, it was connected to Masters of Horror. Enjoying the stream, but running on fumes. I'm gonna get out of here very soon. Yeah, it's after midnight. And you know what? That is no, because my phone just chimed. But it is still, it's not, I'm gonna have to get out of here pretty soon as well, whether they have started up or not, unfortunately. The best episodes are Eater and Happy New Year. Raven says, goodbye, Tony Man. Wanted Dead or Alive with Rutger Hauer and Gene as an Arab terrorist. Yeah, you know what? In Runaway, he was an Arab terrorist also, which which is hilarious because Gene Simmons is Jewish, but he twice played an Arab terrorist. Although technically Israel is in the Middle East. So, let's see here, Dead or Alive. That's DOA. Is it Dead or Alive in 1999? Nope, it's 1986. Wanted Dead or Alive, because I see it here. Also on Tubi. Tubi keeps getting us these beautiful, and it's New World Pictures too. I don't know if that's something anybody else notices, but when you see like Canon, I get excited when I see Canon. TriStar, I get very happy. It's like nostalgia when I see something's TriStar, and New World Pictures. That's the stupidest effing thing I ever heard, the horror show. I would also recommend the German show Hausen. I believe they have it on HBO Max. Ah, it's another one I haven't heard of. You know, we didn't talk about the Swedish shows. There's some Scandinavian shows that were also on Netflix, but the names are escaping me. I know one was about rain, I think. Hausen. There it is. 8 episodes. Drama, horror, mystery. After his mother's death, 16-year-old Yuri and his father, Jacek, must move into a rundown, prefabricated building on the outskirts of the city. While Jacek tries to build a new existence for himself and his son as the caretaker of a building, Yuri gradually discovers that the house has a malicious life of its own and feeds on the suffering of its residents. Interesting. Housing. Definitely check that out. Thank you. Dark is a good show. Yes. I believe I've seen a few episodes of Dark. Night. Everybody saying good night. Raven says he's sending Pinhead to your house. Exterminator 2 is canon, but it's a different animal. Oh. Because I saw, like I said, I just saw the first Exterminator, so I'm feeling excited about seeing the second Exterminator. Has anyone seen Holliston? No. Is that a TV show or is that a movie? Tubi and Pluto are the best for Forgotten. Yes, they are. Russell says, night, Shasha and Shat. Had a great time reliving the past. Have a good night, Russell. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Tony says, I've heard of Hausen. Yes, Tubi. I just keep finding the gems on Tubi. Pluto for TV shows, definitely for TV shows. But also, I've been watching Miami Vice on Tubi. It's a lot of fun. Holliston. Let me look that up while I'm sitting here. It's a TV show made by the guy who made Hatchet. Ooh, I love Hatchet. Let me HOL 2 L's. Can't type. That's how I know I'm getting tired, when I can't type anymore. Holliston. Oh, it's from 2012 to 2013. Comedy, horror, romance. It's on, you can only rent it or buy it on Prime Video for $9.99, but I might be able to find it other places. I'm looking at a man in a thong in the trailer. Let's see here. Two down and out aspiring filmmakers struggle with life, career, and the opposite sex as they attempt to make it out of the small England town they're trapped in and into the big time. Very interesting. Yeah, show based on creator Adam Green's real life and set in his small town in Holliston, Mass. That should be even more interesting because I'm born in Massachusetts and I lived there till I was 5, and then I grew up in Connecticut. So hopefully I have some regional humor in there. So I will find it somewhere. Because sometimes when you look on IMDb, it doesn't show you, like, it'll say that it's only available one place, but then when I check on my Roku app, it might say something different. So I'm going to do that right now, actually. There it is. No, Roku app says the same thing. Prime Video. That's it. Well, we could see. We'll see. Russell says still here. Terrence says Miami Vice still. Yes, it does, and it's a great, like, back before everyone knew them type of show. Like, there's so many instances of people getting their first big role on Miami Vice. There's an episode of Miami Vice where Bruce Willis still has hair. It's typical sitcom format, but with swearing and horror actors. Very cool. I have to watch Hill Street Blues. I remember the theme song from Hill Street Blues, but that's it. When are you going to do another live? I'm not sure, Astrid, because I always feel like I'm really not good at doing lives. Like, as you see, I try to do lives, but I'm not good at it. So I tend to shy away from doing lives and just do my edited content. But I will try. I'll try at least once a month. I'm positive it's on the Kayfabe site. Thank you. They portrayed Danielle Harris as a pill-popping gold digger. LOL. Wow. I'm housing been sober. I had a few too many ourselves. Love it when Frank Zappa appeared as a drug lord in Vice. All right. All right. Since I'm running on fumes and everyone is about, is about ready to go, I might have to cut it short. Hopefully Jen will be ready soon so I can throw to her channel. And then you guys can continue over there because she's going to be up for at least another hour. Because she is in Central Standard Time. So it's still Halloween there. Oh, shoot, I think I skipped a couple. There we go. Let's not forget Miami Vice jumpstarted Don Johnson's singing career. Remember Heartbeat? Yes, I remember Heartbeat. And also, Philip Michael Thomas released an album as well. They both had albums that they released in the 80s. Because I remember they played the Philip Michael Thomas music video on ABC for some reason. Keep in mind, Danielle Harris isn't playing a character. She's playing herself. Wow. You know what? Speaking of Danielle Harris, it kind of bothers me that with these new Halloween movies, like they completely ignore. Like I feel like they should have brought Josh Hartnett back as as her son, and then brought Danielle Harris back as her daughter, and just like ignored like the I don't know, that bothers me because I don't even like her new daughter. And I was like, I didn't care when Michael Myers killed her because I didn't like her. I don't like her granddaughter either. What's with Rob Zombie and David? Is it David Gordon Green? No, it's not David Gordon. I forget the dude's name. The dude that did the new Halloween movie. What's with them and making the character so unlikable? Russell says our two favorite James Caan films are Thief with Jim Belushi and Willie Nelson and Rollerball. I haven't seen either of those, I don't think. Astrid says, night, everyone. Good night, Astrid. Thank you so much for joining us. Terrence says, really nice hanging out with everyone. Best wishes to you all. You too. Have a good night. Raven says, peace and nothing but hair grease, everyone. Same. That's what she said. Short, you went long. The tall man will be there soon. Boy. I keep picturing him, over the bed in Phantasm. Terrence, big Zappa fan. Have a great playlist on our channel. Lots of bootlegs. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. Our favorite Scott. David Gordon Green is a hack as a director. Thank you. I feel like he's okay, but he's not great, and he's not the writing. Okay, let me just get this one thing off my chest. In The Exorcist Believer, they actually have Chris McNeil's character say, quote, the patriarchy kept me out of the room. This is a line written by 4 men. But somewhere in the manosphere, they're going to blame feminists. We didn't even write that. Women didn't write that line. 4 men sat in a writer's room and wrote that line. With that's I need to get out of here. It's Halloween. I want and I still didn't hardly get to watch anything today because I was editing and I was trying to get my witchboard video up. But I got to get out of here. I'm so freaking tired and I'm hungry. I got to get something to eat and put on one of these TV shows. There's so many I got to get caught up on. There was one. What did the one Mika said? She said, brand new cherry flavored. That's another one I have to watch. Brand new cherry flavor. and I need to finish the ones that I started. Quoth the Raven 79 said, Halloween Kills is legit the bar scene from Silver Bullet stretched out to 2 hours, even with a bat with a name carved in it. Yes, except for the bar scene from Silver Bullet is so much better. I watched that. I love Silver Bullet. It's such a good movie. Or maybe I see it through nostalgia goggles, but I love it. DDG Halloween Trilogy is a bunch of bullocks. Yes. The only thing I enjoy about them are the kills. I do enjoy that he made Michael Myers very much the way he was in Halloween 2. I feel like he was more brutal in Halloween 2 than the original Halloween, but yeah, I enjoyed that. Tony Man says, Night Lady Shasha in chat. And Quoth the Raven says, oh, and the werewolf wears a Shatner mask. Yes. I enjoyed that the actor that plays the werewolf was also the brother husband in The People Under the Stairs, and he was in Twin Peaks, which is another series I have to finish. I watched the original Twin Peaks, but there's like a Twin Peaks revival series that I didn't get to see, and I started rewatching the original Twin Peaks so that I would have it more fresh in memory before I watched the new one. But hours, time, days, like there's just so much content. It's ridiculous, but I love it. Quoth the Raven says, well, I vented for the night. Have a good night, everyone. You too. I think it's time. I'm running on fumes. I said I was going to go several times. I'm really going to go for real this time. Let me do this. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I had an awesome time. If anyone is still awake, definitely go check out Jen's reviews from the grave. She will be on there also in costume, and she'll be talking about more Halloween related topics and horror related topics. And with that, I got to get out of here because I'm hungry, I'm tired, and it's just time. It's just time. But we had a good time for a bullshit ass show that I put together at the last moment. I think we did all right. Shout out to the chat. Sidewinder says night all, and Russell says laid to rest and Chrome Skull. Yes, that's a good modern slasher series. The writing isn't great, but the kills are pretty solid, and I like the character design of Chrome Skull. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. With that, I'm gonna get out of here. Good night.
Hey, 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 hey.